Hello, welcome back to our channel. It's been a couple weeks since our last update, and we have spent the last couple weeks living in just bliss. You may think we're crazy that we have a newborn and we've had a bunch of our best friends move in with us for the last 2 weeks, but it has been just everything we've ever dreamed of. As you know, we really care about community and we want to raise our son in community and to live with other people, and we have done for many years in the past. And for the last couple of weeks, we had Kara and Nate and Eamon and Bec staying with us. And it was just so much fun, like to host them and to have them all meet Neo. That was amazing. They were all so excited to meet him.
Okay, we have some visitors in town. Kara, Nate, Eamon.
I finally met Neo!
He's a babe!
Neo, say hi!
Obviously, you know, we have bought land in Costa Rica, and our long-term vision is to spend a good chunk of the year in this intentional eco-community village. Although right now we're in Brighton, we're in the suburbs, we do have friends nearby, I still really love the idea of raising Neo and our future children in a closer knit community where they have tons of aunties and uncles. And we do have a few friends here, and that's great. But I absolutely have loved the intensity of these last few weeks, having people living with us in the house every day, coming down in the morning, people making breakfast, grabbing Neo off us, having a little cuddle. And I just want to say, I think Kara and Nate and Eamon and Bec make the best aunties and uncles. And Neo is so lucky to have them in his life.
Mm-hmm. And just the best house guests. I was going to say the same thing. Like, there's nothing better than waking up to a full house and you just can't wait to get out of your room and come downstairs and have breakfast together. And Eamon's made us like little yogurt bowls, and I don't know, it's just heart-filling is the best way to say it. Just so fulfilling.
Also, Eamon and Bec got to meet Callie, and Kara and Nate got to see her again. Obviously, this last month or so, Callie hasn't been the priority in our lives, but she got so many cuddles and so much attention over the last couple of weeks of friends being here.
So as you know from our last video, our favorite thing to do with Neo has just been going on beach walks, and we got so lucky with the weather. It's been like beautiful sunshine every day.
Unreal.
So we just got to go on really long beach walks with everyone, and you might think that all of us like travelers, YouTubers getting together, we would just be doing tons of crazy things together the whole time, but honestly, that was the best part, was just taking it easy, eating meals together and going on walks and just having like normal life together and amazing conversations. Yeah, that's what made all of it for us.
And speaking of food, you might not know this, but Brighton is basically the vegan capital of the UK, and there are endless vegan restaurants. We haven't even got to try like a quarter of them. So we really wanted to show off to our friends all of the unbelievable food. We went to No Catch, which is a vegan fish and chip shop on the beachfront. I want to get your guys' first reactions to the taste.
Okay, texture, look, feel, 10 out of 10. Whoa, that is fishy.
Yeah.
Fries are so good.
Oh, really?
Wow, it smells
Yeah.
so good. Love it. Fantastic.
And I'm so grateful we got to take everyone to our #1 favorite restaurant, which also just won an award for best vegan restaurant. It's called Bonsai Plant Kitchen. And I'm not gonna lie, a few people said it was one of the best meals of their lives.
Yeah.
And luckily that same day, our friends Travel Beans, Emma and Alex, were in town as well with their little boy, Noah. So the two little babies got to meet. I think they're only a few weeks apart, and it was just so nice for everyone to be together. I kind of love it that it worked out, like the time that everyone happened to be in town was at the same time. So yeah, it was just fun to all hang out.
Also, our friend Haifa was around that day. She came to visit us for one day. So at one point in the house, we had all 3 rooms, like both guest rooms and my office occupied, people staying over. It was just
the best.
Just the best.
Yeah. And one last thing on the food, obviously we were able to cook a lot of meals at home. Eamon and Kara especially took the lead and made some incredible dishes.
Wow. Chef Eamon and Kara, thank you.
It's amazing.
Wow.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But we also did order in because, again, there's just so many great options here in Brighton, and everyone was really excited when they opened up their apps and they saw how much there was. So some of our favorites we got were these like Greek gyros, obviously vegan. What else we got? Pizza and Thai,
Yeah.
both at the same time.
This is our first course.
Actually, we decided that we couldn't decide.
Yeah. And then we were
Now
like,
we're adults.
who makes the
Whatever
rules?
we want.
Thai food has arrived.
Round 2.
Round 2, Massaman curry, Penang curry. And we had one night where we just went completely overboard and ordered like everything on the menu from this Indian restaurant. Just a few dishes.
My gosh.
What's your verdict of British curry?
So the vindaloo is a lot spicier than I'm used to, but it's nice if you mix it with some of the other curries.
And part of our daily life here is just going down to the coffee shop, meeting up with our friends. Like we said, a lot of our friends here, all of our friends here actually, have babies under 2. So we just like take it easy, go to the cafe. It feels like an episode of Friends. That's what Kara said.
It's our central perk.
Yeah. So it was just so fun to bring everyone, and it really feels like bringing like different parts of our life together. That's what's so fun. And everyone just got along so well, and all the babies were playing together.
And it was so lovely because a lot of our friends here couldn't make it over to our wedding in Costa Rica, and that was like the biggest coming together of friends. So it's really nice now to have friends from America, Canada, all come together and just hang out together and show them a glimpse of what this kind of slower pace of life is like. And then some of you may know Steve is a bit of a coffee connoisseur. So although our local coffee shop is incredible, we also got to go to Steve's house and he served us up some of his incredibly good coffee. He is the #1 barista in Brighton. I don't care what anyone says.
But that was the best coffee I've ever had.
Best feedback I've ever had.
And again, with the timing of everything happening at once, one of Louis' friends runs this amazing organization and he works with women refugees. They all came down to Brighton for the day to go to the beach and just enjoy the day. And then they went over to our friend's house for a barbecue and we brought out the silent disco headphones. Louis did a DJ set and it was just so fun to all just dance and hang out and play together. And of course, everyone fell in love with Neo.
Yeah, and I think DJing, again, obviously I kind of dip in and out, but it just made me realize how much I love it, and I think there's so much potential for us to kind of have our own little beach parties and just impromptu DJ sets all through the summer. That is my aim.
If anyone lives in the area, let us know in the comments if you want to come to a DJ set of Louis, because I keep saying we need to plan an event, and he's like, I don't know who's gonna come. Let us know if you would come.
Yeah, maybe we do a little Eventbrite beach party at some point in the next month or 2.
Huge thank you to AG1 for sponsoring this video. We've told you about why we love AG1 before. We were traveling full time then, and now that we're living in Brighton, it's still a part of our daily wellness routine. I think it's easy as new parents to abandon our own healthy habits as we're sleep deprived and in survival mode, just trying to make sure Neo is okay. So I've been super grateful to have AG1 as a quick and easy way to make sure that we're filling nutrient gaps, promoting gut health, and supporting our vitality. AG1 improves immune health with your daily dose of vitamin C, zinc, functional mushrooms, and more. It's got prebiotics, probiotics, and plant-based enzymes to help support digestion and overall gut health. There's so much more. I can't list all the health benefits or this video would get really long. If you watch Kara, Nate, and Eamon and Bec's channels, you know that we all drink AG1. We've been making it for each other every morning and everyone's got their own bottles all over the house. I love it. Also, I personally love the taste. I would describe it as sweet and fruity, and it doesn't taste as green as it looks, if that worries you at all. If you want to try AG1 for yourself, click the link in the description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 plus K2 plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. Alright, let's get back to the video. And by the way, the reason that everyone came together is a couple days before everyone flew out, Nate messaged us and said, by the way, I know last year we just briefly talked about crossing the English Channel together on these like electric surfboard e-foil things. And somehow he made it happen. So within a couple days, everyone had flown in and the boys went on this crazy adventure.
Yeah, so obviously most of our time over the last couple of weeks has been chilling, just spending quality time together. There was this really intense couple of days in the build up to this big adventure we had, which I've made a whole video on my channel, which we'll link below, and Eamon and Nate both made videos. That was pretty wild, and then it was really nice that we got to do that, have this crazy time, and then just chilled and spent quality time together after that.
And a little update on Neo, he is almost 7 weeks old now, which is crazy. He really is looking so much bigger and he's so much more aware. So some of the highlights over the last couple of weeks, obviously everyone getting to snuggle him and meet him, and it's just been so amazing. Also, Louis and him got their first matching outfits. That was like the cutest thing ever. First of many, for sure.
Yeah, and shout out to Steve, he hooked us up. We did a last minute shopping trip in Brighton and I'm feeling a lot more fashionable now.
Although you're back in your tank top and sweatpants, but you have one nice outfit. Okay, what's going on? Update us.
Steve, the personal shopper, hooked me up.
Yeah.
T-shirt, trousers, shoes.
And the inspiration was you guys realized that you need wider pants, right?
Yeah,
it's not cool.
Skinny trousers aren't the one that
yeah. So
Eamon's got a matching
Eamon's got.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go. No way.
We've also been doing lots of tummy time with him, getting his neck stronger.
We're doing tummy time this morning.
I'm gonna build up Neo's neck strength. What's this, Neo? Oh. Oh.
Good job, Neo.
You did it.
And he's just, like I said, so much more aware, like looking at things for so much longer. So it's just amazing to get to see him starting to see more and more of the world. He's also started making noises. I was laughing with Louis about how I feel like this is a very like parent thing to be so proud of something, but it feels like he said his first syllable maybe.
Yeah.
He's going like g.
G.
Which again, like if you're not a parent, you're like, why do I care about that? But if you're a parent, you know how exciting all these little things are. Also, we got his birth certificate. So he's officially a real person.
Officially registered.
And we've applied for a passport, so
Yes.
adventures coming soon.
That was very high on our to-do list.
Yeah.
Get Neo a passport.
Yeah.
We had to wake him up to get the photo taken, and he was a little bit grumpy. This is what we got.
Do you know what's crazy too? Is this passport is valid for 5 years. So this photo of him as a tiny baby is going to be being used when he's 5 years old, which I just think is hilarious.
Yeah, that
But
is so random.
I can't wait to see. We got him that like extra large passport because
Yeah.
I'm expecting lots of trips and adventures for sure.
Also, I want to confirm 7 weeks in, I am even more in love with Neo. Like, it does not get old. And maybe some of you that have like toddlers and older kids, maybe you're like, just you wait. But right now, I just can't imagine feeling any different. I'm just still feeling so full of love. And like this morning, he was amazing. Like, he wouldn't go back to sleep early, but he just laid in his cot, gurgling and playing, and it's just so heartwarming, and I just still cannot believe that we have a baby. Obviously, there's been some funny and messy moments as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He is everywhere. I think he wants to see people. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, he's filming everywhere.
Definitely my favorite moments are the mornings with him, even though neither of us are morning people, so I wouldn't have thought I would say that, but he's just so happy in the mornings. And yeah, after his first morning feed, he just lays there and like looks at us and is smiling and making noises, and we like to put him between us in bed and just like snuggle him and hang out. I just want to like capture every second of those moments because they're just so special.
Yeah, and I guess an update on how he's doing and how we're coping. He's sleeping incredibly, and you're feeling a lot better with the feeding, right?
Yeah, I'm so grateful. It feels like one side's like pretty much pain-free and the other side we're starting to get there, but we have been going to the cranial osteopath and I think that's helping. And just in general, I guess like the longer we go, the more practice we get, both he gets more comfortable and my body gets more used to it. But thank you all so much. So many of you left amazing comments and advice on our last video, and I'm just so happy that it feels like it's like finally starting to fall into place. I'm still not fully comfortable with feeding outside of the house yet, but this feels like step one of like getting super comfortable at home, and then little by little, obviously, I'll just get used to doing it out of the home as well.
And it's so relieving for me just knowing that you're not suffering. And
thank you.
yeah, everything's just getting good. Obviously, there's tiny little challenges to overcome, but I just think we're really doing well as a family.
And we're so lucky. He's just amazing. And then our last day with everyone, we went on this amazing nature walk in the South Downs. Devil's Dyke is called, if you want to go check it out. It is so beautiful. I don't know if it's just the time of year or what, but to me, this is like my absolute favorite landscape, just rolling hills and wildflowers everywhere. And we just sat and made daisy chains and laughed and chatted. And yeah, I went on these long walks and there were like sheep in the field. I mean, it was just like unreal. There was also no one around.
Yeah,
so.
someone joked it was like a scene out of a movie.
The hills are alive.
It's like
I felt like it was,
It
honestly.
really was quite incredible, just sitting in a meadow, just vibing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also settling into a routine has meant we've actually had a chance to do some fitness stuff together, doing some morning workouts.
I was a little worried about who's in the best shape for this challenge, and I think we're answering that.
I'll be sore tomorrow.
50, nice, good job.
23.
And we've managed to go on a couple of runs. And we've actually had a lot of fun playing games. We've had some Mario Kart tournaments upstairs in the games room and even got to play a game of Settlers of Catan together. But for us, I think the highlight has been having these really deep chats, and we got to drop in one last time in the last evening when everyone was here.
We actually have all been drinking the Habit tea. If you didn't know, Eamon and Bec just launched their Habit tea brand, and they have these conversation cards, and we kind of used those as starters and then just talked for hours about everything. We laughed, we cried, and I know it sounds cheesy, but it is like, to me, those are the moments that I've come most alive, is just having those heart-to-hearts with close friends, and Neo's just sleeping on Louis' chest in the wrap, and I just don't know how life could get better than that, really. I think it was literally that last day, we went on that walk, beautiful nature walk, we had a delicious dinner, and then just stayed up for hours chatting with our son, just like snuggled up on your chest. Is just, just couldn't really be happier.
Okay, last night all together. Now we're just sitting around drinking tea, and Bec's about to tell us about the tea company and their intention behind it all.
I'm really, really proud of Habit, so I get really hyped when I talk about it. But our tagline is tea worth talking over, and our goal is to like bring back genuine tea time, so genuine conversation. Each package comes with conversation starters, so I was gonna like prompt the group with some of our questions, and the idea is just to connect people. We lost a friend to mental health, and it impacted us in like a massive way, and it's just about like taking time to ask each other like, how are you really doing? And yeah, and I know that seems crazy that tea is going to change the world like that, but I really believe we can.
But why not?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So the first question is, what is a dream or goal of yours, and have you taken any steps to achieve it?
I'd like to be a father,
Oh,
so I'm working on it.
nice.
You're taking the steps.
Hashtag inspired.
Yeah.
New dreams and goals. I mean, I think something in the works is the building the jungle house, living in Costa Rica, growing our own food. That's kind of the goal. We've definitely made big steps buying the land, but I still feel like it's one of those things. There's not many dreams of mine that I'm like, it might be 3 years away or 5 years away before it's like fully flourished. But you know, I just have to learn to be patient.
Maybe I should have like a bigger, different dream.
It can be a small dream too. It could be like, I want to start wearing more color.
That's definitely the goal currently.
Yes.
Starting with these fun pants.
Yeah.
I think what we were talking about just before we started filming around opening some kind of store, I think that's always been something that I've kind of always like admired, people who have set up something that's like bricks and mortar that people can come to and feel like there's maybe a bit of a community there around coffee, conversation. Like I'd love to have that. And tea.
Or what could be the first step, right? Like if we're asking about a dream and then
Pop-up shop.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
such
for
a
sure.
good idea.
Yeah, that probably is like, hopefully that would be the catalyst for it to become a full-time like location. I think that doing a pop-up and trying to,
This summer?
there you go.
Ooh. Louis is so
I love
Eamon.
it.
I just love it. I have the same energy. I'm like, how do we support this? Like, let's go do it. That's amazing.
I would say, I mean, motherhood was always the life goal, so did that. And then there's a bunch of stuff like around Costa Rica. I'd love to get into like herbalism and gardening and all that stuff. So I'm really excited for when that chapter is ready. But another one I've always wanted to do is I'd love to like make my own dress line. And especially now that I'm a mom, I've been thinking a lot about like breastfeeding friendly dresses, and there's a lot that just aren't very like, you don't feel nice in them. And you were saying Alexia was struggling finding nice ones that she liked as well. So I just want ones that like are colorful and bold and fun, and you just like feel confident in them, because with changing body types before pregnancy, during and after, it can be a lot for a lot of women. So I'd love to, like a line that can celebrate our changing bodies basically.
We only celebrate women for curves and these things when they're pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, did you find that? Have you found yourself putting pressure on yourself postpartum to like immediately?
You said the other day like you were finding it
kind
easier
of-
to love your body now.
Yeah, it goes in waves a little bit, but I think, it's, I guess, like, because if I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, my stomach's not flat, but then it's like, obviously not, I grew a human, you know? So I think, and it does not like, it only, like you need to have gone through that for you to not need to have a flat stomach, but I guess for me, that's what it is. Like, I look at it now, I'm like, yeah, but that grew my favorite thing in the world, so I can't hate it, you know?
Okay, the next question was, what is your secret talent? So everyone's showing theirs.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Whoa! Oh!
Okay, there you go.
I told you that you could do that.
Oh, look how smooth he is.
And I just can't believe they've left already. We're back to just us in the house.
So quiet.
Yeah, and I'm just so incredibly grateful that we got to have those couple of weeks together. And it's reminded me like how much I just love being in community. It is nice to have a few days to ourselves and catching up with work and things on the to-do list and kind of have a little bit of a breather. But I cannot wait to have friends come stay again.
Yeah, I think the reason that we are enjoying living by ourselves is that we have a couple of guest rooms, so we know that we can always have people stay. And so far since Neo's been here, we were saying, I think out of the 7 weeks he's been alive, like 2 of them, we've been just the 3 of us in the house.
Yeah.
My mom's here, Louis' parents, friends, my mom's coming back again tomorrow. So this is how we love to live our life, just surrounded by people. They say it takes a village, and it totally does. And our village is coming in strong. And he's already so comfortable with so many people, so yeah.
And I think people that have newborns or babies and think, wow, I could never host people or have friends come stay for multiple days or weeks. Honestly, it's actually felt easier because there's other people there just to hold Neo, to take him for a walk, to help out. Eamon is kindly mowing the lawn. It's one of the benefits of having friends come to stay. Honestly, it has felt easier than being on our own.
But I do have to say, like we were saying, there's different types of people. There's some people that kind of like suck the energy and some people that give energy, and all the people that have stayed with us are very giving with their time and energy and love. So we're just very lucky that they're all like amazing. So, you know, a lot of people might not understand what we mean, but there's gotta be someone in your life that makes you feel held and loved, and having someone like that come over and help out is just makes all the difference.
Right, so that's it for this week's video. Hopefully it was nice just having a little glimpse into our life over the last couple of weeks. If you've got any specific questions about our life with a newborn, anything about Neo,
Upcoming plans, and
anything about being new parents, we'd love to answer them in the next video we do.
And again, I just want to say thank you all so much on just all the love that we've had on all the videos and on Instagram. And it feels like Neo is so loved already by so many of you, and I'm just so grateful for that. So thank you, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.